Twilight Zone Tuesday. It's been a couple of weeks, but I'm back and I'm talking about season 1, episode 26, called Execution. So this episode opens in the Old West. Joe Caswell is a murderer that is about to be hung for his crimes. As he's hung, as he's hanging there, but before he dies, he disappears. And he reappears in the 60s. A professor explains to him that he was trying to bring something back from the past, and he got him. The professor does not know that he's a murderer, but sees the rope marks around his neck and then kind of immediately regrets his actions. This modern world is too much for Joe, and he kills the professor and then goes on to what I describe as an apeshit crazy rampage where he's running around the town destroying things that he doesn't understand, which is most things. He breaks a phone booth, he breaks a jukebox, what else did he do? He shot a TV. So he just kind of lost it, or, maybe it's just typical male behavior. So Caswell ends up running back to the lab that he was originally brought to, and there's a burglar there, and he fights with the burglar, and he ends up getting strangled by a phone cord or a lamp cord, a cord. It's the 60s. Everything had cords then. He was strangled by a cord, and then the time machine gets turned on, and the burglar stumbles into it, and is transported back to the Old West and is hung in Caswell's place. And then at the end, Alanis Morissette's Ironic plays. Just kidding. This episode is one that could still work today, but I think that it would probably be bringing somebody from the 60s back to this world now, which would be crazy. I think that it shows no matter what timeline you're in, you can't outrun your fate. I also think that it's trying to show you can't really change who somebody is, because the professor brings Caswell to a completely different world, and he still does what he knows, which is murder and destruction. So for me, I didn't love this episode. It's one that I only sort of remembered. But I don't believe in fate, and I don't like the Old West, and I don't like time travel. So for me, I didn't love it. I do like that it's one that could still work today, because those are always my favorites. But yeah, thank you guys for listening to me recap another Twilight Zone episode. I have a new schedule in my life, so that's why I took a couple weeks off. I'm trying to just get used to it again. I did have some people ask about the Twilight Zone episodes, which made me feel good because you guys are missing it and you like hearing me talk about it, which is great. So I'll have another one for you next Tuesday.